Yeah. Hey guys, it's Geordie _medium13 here. So obviously it's a Sunday. We're back with another weekly reading. I've got the lovely Luiza here to join me. We both have picked a few cards. So yeah, we might as well jump into it, see what this week has. So
Yay, I'm excited.
exactly. All right, so I might as well jump in with the first card. So I've gone for the Sea Soul Journeys. I know if you guys follow me, you've probably seen them a lot. Favorite card deck of mine.
So
Uh,
nice.
oh yeah, oh yeah. So the first card is Receive. May you know you are worthy of the gift. So such a beautiful card. And
Mm.
the theme of it is gratitude and awe. Like, look at that sunset.
Oh my God. That's like, oh, that's like an orb. Like, yeah, it's really beautiful.
Isn't it? And
Nice.
I love the receive. Like, to me, it's so open. Like, just be open to receive everything and anything. Like, and I feel like that's a part of this week to just be open to receive. Like,
I think as well, this is really interesting because it's tying in nicely with tomorrow's Cancer new moon. And Cancer is a very yin sign, which is a feminine energy, which is that receiving energy.
oh, I love that.
Yeah. So see
Yeah,
how they all take like it's a just sit and allow it to happen for you.
yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
love that.
nice.
Like,
Yeah.
because like I feel like we kind of get stuck in that of just wanting things now and wanting it and having to have it. And then we kind of spoke earlier off air about it. And it's like just
Mhm.
be open to that, to receive, whether it's good, whether it's bad, like we just be open, you are, and knowing that you are worthy of the gift too. I think
Yeah.
that is the key here. Like you are
Very, very, yeah.
worthy for it,
Yeah.
whatever's gonna happen will happen.
No,
So
I totally
I
agree.
love
I
that.
love that. It's really beautiful. Right.
Right.
I'm
Um,
gonna
you want to go?
I might throw one in. I just like feel like I should do it because I told you off air, I usually shuffle mine.
Oh yeah, no,
Lately.
you're right.
Which whatever spits out is gonna happen.
Love that.
I feel like come on. They'll just decide it when they want. Maybe you go.
All right, I'll go with another one. So I'll go with my Spirit of the Animals card deck. Love it. I love it. Tapping into the animals, seeing what they have. I can't even English. Funnily enough, the card that I picked is actually the image on the Spirit of the Animals. It's actually the dragonfly, which is the feminine energy for the week.
Nice.
So beautiful. So it's so dragonfly, so the card's all about magic. So I embrace my transformation. I courageously let go of the past. The magic of nature is in me. I am brilliant and I am blessed. I love that.
Really
Love
nice.
and I feel like, we all get stuck in our healing stuff, having to heal
Oh,
to, and
yeah.
it's like it
But it
just
can be a trap.
yeah, and embrace
Be a
the
trap.
transformation and I feel it's so important to be grateful for all of it, like how it unfolds, how it's going to happen.
Yeah.
It's so important. And then I love just courageously letting go of the past. I love that because I get stuck in the past every now and then. That's probably
Yeah.
my biggest things, whether it's the worry for the future or I'm stuck in the stuff that's happened in the past
Mhm.
and seeing the patterns of how it's like connecting to the present. So how the different patterns have happened and then having to go heal right back from then to get
Yeah.
to heal the now. It's like, oh my God.
It's hard because like when do we ever really live in the now, which is the only moment that we have? But
Exactly.
I feel like I don't know if you get this as well, but I feel like when you reminisce a lot, it's all those maybe moments that you didn't fully live in that moment, but you kind of wish you did.
Yes. Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
I feel like
I
it's
even had one of those today and I was like, oh, like, yeah, yeah,
I love those moments, but I also feel it's important too because I get stuck in the emotion of it and it turns into regret of being like, oh,
yes.
why didn't I stay in the moment? Why didn't I live in the moment? Why am
Yeah.
I, and I kind of sit in that and I feel like it's important to just like reminisce. Yeah, reminisce, but
Reminisce.
don't sit in it.
Yeah, because it
Like
can it can really, really suck you in big time.
yeah, yeah. It's like just watch it from afar and look at it and see it for what it was and instead of what it could have been
Yeah,
is so important. I feel.
100%.
Oh yeah. Then I
Yeah.
love the magic of nature is in me, and I feel like you know, whether we're physically in nature or not, like all of those elements and elementals, they're all in us anyway.
Yeah.
It's like so important to, as we go about our day, like we can call them in when we need them. And I feel like that is a reminder for me, because when I'm at work, I get stuck in all the little dramas and everything. And it's like, just, don't worry about it. Just pretend you're in nature.
Yeah, just flow. So interesting. We were talking about, the new moon. So that's the card that came up, the new moon.
Oh, love that.
Yeah. So new start. This is tomorrow. New moon in Cancer. New moon in Cancer is the strongest new moon. Well, the strongest moon, because Cancer is ruled by the moon.
Oh, yeah.
So it's a lot of that emotional energy kind of flows through. And when new moons happen, it's fresh starts. It's you're planting the seeds, you're planting your manifestations, and you're starting fresh, and you're writing down all the things that you want, because it all starts in the dark, which is why the moon is covered.
Yeah. Love that.
It was very fitting. I love that that came up. And then it's got first quarter moon. So the first quarter moon phase is the phase where, like, it's kind of like, it looks like is it the crescent? Or maybe it's the half. I think it's like the little crescent. It's like the first quarter.
Yeah, I think that is, yeah.
So so you have disseminating moons, which is when the moon starts to kind of like get smaller, and then you got the moons that kind of grow, which is that this is the growing stage. This comes right after the full moon.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to read a little blurb about it. Okay, so the teachings of, like, so in the lunar cycle, the first quarter moon comes between the new moon and the full moon. It's a time that the sun and the moon are at hard astrological angle to each other, and this can prompt a small crisis. No matter when you pull this card, you need to see any dramas as a stepping stone to where you want to be, and it'll also be a time we need to stay strong through the storm.
Love that.
Yeah. So this Stefan, sorry, my dog, one of them. So you've got the new moon, and then you got something coming up after it. So just stay strong through that. But you're planting your seeds and you're moving forward.
Love that. Oh, that's so beautiful. I love the energies and being able to incorporate the moons and everything. And I feel like perfect little segue to my moon card. I feel like we could.
I love that we both were just like, oh, I'm using this deck, and you're like, well, that's funny because I'm using the same one but in a different style, and I was like, yeah.
Oh, I love that. And so I love that we can incorporate the moon energies and incorporate the weekly reading, because I feel like that definitely plays out, and that's something I actually haven't spoken about a lot. So it's perfect that you're the first guest to talk about that, to really dive into that more. So perfect little segue. So my card that I had was last quarter moon in Aquarius. I hope I said that right. Reflect on your priorities. So I feel like that kind of ties into like what we're talking about. How beautiful is that card?
If mine's the first quarter and yours is the last quarter, so what is that finishing up?
That's a good point, because like when it's talking reflect on your priorities, it's kind of like, yeah, that's so cool. I kind of
is this the start of the week, and is that yours, or is this like the start of something and is that the end of something?
I reckon, yeah, that's so cool.
Vibe.
I love how our cards are
love it.
And then I love how it has a manifestation affirmation. So I love reading it out. So for this card, it's I don't need anything, but some things I want. Love that.
Yes, I can just so relate to that.
100%.
I need it. I just want it. Okay.
And I love, this card kind of feels like about all the changes that are happening. So I feel like your card is perfect for like the start of the week as we're feeling our way through it. Sort of got some little things going on, and then this is like towards the end of the week where you're reflecting and remembering what your priorities are, and how you chase that and really setting the goals to get there. And I love that. I love the energies about this week. It's going to be
really cool.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love it.
Oh, same. And then my last card that I had, so I had from the spirit of the animals, had the feminine energy being the dragonfly. The the masculine energy for this week is raccoon. Oh God, I can't even English. Raccoon. So it's inventor, which I think is so cool. A lot. What cool little animal,
Raccoons are so cool.
aren't they?
Just so cool.
I love how they're sitting there watching the butterfly. Like, can you see that?
Yeah, I know, but their little hands.
Yeah.
Oh, I just love them. I love them so much.
It's so cool.
Yeah, what's that card about? That card's quite, yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. So it's that's kind of the theme of the card is like inventor. So decide on what you really want, which is kind of what we're talking about with when it was reflect on your priorities. So it kind of intertwines together.
Mhm.
Um, so it says, so decide on what you really want. You have the ingenuity, I can't even English, to claim it. Avoid being the trickster and practice integrity. You have many roles and can juggle them well. So it's kind of reminding us that,
Yeah.
you know, we have many roles that we play, but we can juggle them and not to get stuck in the emotions and how it's like, oh my God, there's just so much going on. But it's like, you
Mhm.
know, we can do it. We got this.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a really cool way to um move through.
Yeah.
Between all the cards that we've chosen, it's like the start of the week, and it's kind of like, okay, well, what are you gonna do in the middle, and then how you're gonna reflect, and just kind of understand, you like with the affirmation thing, it goes, there's some things that I don't need everything, but it's just some things I want. What are
Mm,
you reflecting on?
yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
And even reminding us to set those goals and to set those,
Yeah.
you know,
But
to
definitely set those goals between now, and you can even do 3 days outside the new moon.
yeah.
That's how long the energy lasts.
Oh yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
And yeah, just to reset those goals, like remember why we what we want to do, what we want out of our lives, because I feel like people get stuck in, you know, not knowing what they want or not knowing who they are. And it's like, well, you have all that knowing inside. It's just a matter of
Mhm.
tapping into it. Don't forget. Don't
Yes.
forget that.
Yeah. Oh my God, amazing. So I did my fairy deck.
Oh, I love this.
I kind of, yeah, I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. So it's really beautiful. It's called Whispers of Spring.
Oh my God, what a beautiful card.
I know this deck is insane. Like the artwork is insane. So because this is a pretty new deck, I don't know all of them, but
No, you're all right.
I'm going to read it out to you guys. Oh, this is kind of cool. Okay. It's like, think of spring, the notion of spring, right? The spring is like starts to kind of, everything starts to come out of the ground, things start to come alive again, all the hibernating animals stop sleeping. That's kind of, so this is the notion that I'm getting. So
Yeah.
let's tie this in with like new moon, new coming, right?
Yeah, and I was just gonna say with spring, it kind of reminds me of like everything becomes new again. Like it's that brighter
Yeah.
feeling, like with spring, with the
Mhm.
sun. Like I know with Victoria type of weather, spring means things are gonna get warmer. It's a warmer climate. Things are,
Yeah.
yeah, things it's brighter and fresh. And you know,
Yeah.
like when you think of spring, you always think of like how nice the sense of the flowers and everything that you get when you walk outside. I don't know. That's how
No,
I
that is that
I
that
think of
that is
spring.
spring. That's
Yeah.
spring. That all those things that you said is just like, because you guys feel it more in Queensland. It's chilly, it's chilly-ish here, but then it gets to spring. It's like, oh, we're warm. We're warm. We're like, we're
Yeah.
already kind of warm, but we're warm. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So I'm gonna read this to you guys. In this in spring, the world comes alive again with a rebirth of color, sensation, and sunlight. Not even the spring rains to keep our spirits dampened. Not even the spring rains keep our spirits dampened. It's time to it is a favorite time for the fairy folk. There's much for them to do. It is a time when they are busy helping nurture new plants and young creatures. Spring is about growth. Visualize yourself on a bright spring day. Just breathe in deeply in all the. I can't English either today. All the fresh smells. Feel how clean the air is and how crisp with the touch of warmth. Smell the new blossoms that are blooming all around you. Feel the freedom of going outside without a jacket or shoes if you choose. In spring, there's a sense of anything is possible, which is like the start of something new.
Mm, love.
Yeah. If you've chosen this card, it's a good omen of hope and positive growth. What you may be stagnant now takes a fresh momentum. You are starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel. Life is new and abundant, and you are ready to start again. Have confidence in yourself and your destiny, and you are on the right track. At this time, you may starting a new project, job, or study. Enjoy the journey.
Oh, love that. Oh, such a beautiful card.
How cool is that?
Oh,
Yeah, it's just really, it's quite positive.
yeah. Oh,
It's
yeah.
quite, it's, oh, cool. Of course they all are, but
Oh,
it's
yeah.
kind of like, you know, like, let's just grow and
Mm,
and water what you're doing. Water
yeah.
your projects, like you said, project, study, anything like new things that you're doing, and really nurture it and cherish it. And
Yeah.
this with the energy of spring, it'll just kind of bring it out. Yeah,
Yeah. And that's why I kind of feel it now is like the perfect time to start new projects, because by the sounds of it, it's like water those projects, because it's going to start to flourish. And
yeah,
it's exciting and to go back to the first card which is receive. It's like, well, be open to receive the new too. Like it,
yeah.
it kind of
Nice,
it kind of
nice.
it kind of all intertwines. I love that.
Our cards really just came together today. Just
It really
all
did.
like, here you go, guys.
I love that. I feel like that is a perfect way to finish. It's a great weekly reading. It feels like there's a good vibe with the week. We've
Yeah,
spoken about the moons and all
yeah.
of that and the energies, and yeah, just be open to receive, I feel, is like the great way to sort of finish
Yeah. Open to receive. Nurture your projects, nurture what you want to create.
Yeah.
And because obviously first quarter moon, your commitment is being tested. So
Mm,
commit to what you're starting as well.
yeah.
Right. Like you can be open to receive, but you do have to put in the work.
100%. 100%. I feel like
And then
that kind of
yeah,
gets lost every now and then. It's like
I'm so guilty of
people,
it.
oh, it's like you start something new and then it's like, oh, you don't commit fully, but you got to remind yourself, well, you're starting it and you're doing it for a reason.
Yeah.
Put your whole self into it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like source will help you, but you
Yeah.
can't just sit and be like, well, I just like, visualized it, so it's gonna be fine. Like I'm so guilty of
Yeah.
that. But yeah,
So
we've got to
true.
put in the work, put in the work.
100%. I love
Yeah.
that. Well, thank you for coming on my weekly reading. I
Oh,
loved it.
thank you for having me. This is awesome.
Perfect. Well, I think that's a perfect place to end it. Thanks for joining me. Thanks guys for watching, and yeah, hopefully we'll be back next week. If not, I'll be back the week after. Thanks, guys.